It took me 30 years to realize this super quick way to preserve garlic, so it stays good all year round. Garlic is not only a spice that makes food more flavorful, but it is also a natural medicine that helps prevent colds and boost the immune system. However, many people buy a lot of garlic to keep on hand, but since they don't always have much time to cook, they let it sprout or spoil and then have to throw it away. In fact, if you know the right method, it only takes a few minutes, and you can store garlic for an entire year while still keeping its aroma and nutritional value. Today, I am going to share 4 simple and effective ways to store pre-prepared garlic so that it always stays fresh and delicious, ready to use whenever I need it. Method 1. Storing garlic with cooking oil and salt. For those who are busy and don't have much time in the kitchen, this method is truly made for you. First, select fresh, firm garlic cloves that are not moldy or bruised. Peel off the skins, cut off the roots, and make sure the garlic is completely dry. This step is very important to avoid moisture and mold during storage. Next, chop the garlic into small pieces, not too fine, to preserve its natural aroma when used. When garlic is chopped, it produces allicin, which has strong antibacterial, antifungal, and antioxidant properties. Then, place the chopped garlic into a clean bowl. Add 1 tablespoon of salt and mix well so the salt coats each piece, helping disinfect and extend the storage time. After that, pour in about 3.5 ounces of cooking oil. Olive oil or vegetable oil can be used depending on preference, and continue mixing until everything is well combined. Prepare a glass jar that has been sterilized and dried completely. Spoon the garlic mixture into the jar. Press down gently to remove air bubbles so the garlic is fully submerged in oil. I can add a thin layer of oil on top to prevent air from coming into direct contact with the garlic and slow down oxidation. Seal the lid tightly and store it in the refrigerator. With this method, garlic can keep its fresh flavor for about 2 to 3 weeks. Each time after using, remember to close the lid tightly again to prevent air from getting in. Note, if the garlic changes color, develops an unusual smell, or forms a film on the surface, that means air has gotten in, and it should be discarded immediately to avoid affecting health. This way is very convenient, helping me always have fresh chopped garlic ready for stir-frying, frying, or marinating meat. Method 2. Chopping and freezing. This is a very special storage method because not only can I have garlic to eat all year round, but it also saves a lot of cooking time by chopping and freezing the garlic. The method is very simple. First, choose fresh, firm garlic bulbs that are not worm-eaten or moldy. Peel each clove and remove any spoiled ones so they don't affect the quality of storage. After that, chop the garlic with a knife or use a blender, depending on the fineness desired. To make it faster, I put all of it into the blender and grind it until smooth. Once finely chopped, divide the garlic into small portions, just enough for one cooking use. This makes it easier to take out the right amount without having to thaw the whole batch. Or, it can also be placed all together into one large zip bag and spread thin. Then, use chopsticks or a stick to divide it into small sections that correspond to each use. After that, press out as much air as possible to reduce frost, then seal the bag shut. Finally, place the bag of garlic into the freezer compartment. With this storage method, garlic can retain its flavor and quality for an entire year without worrying about it spoiling or sprouting. When it's time to cook, just break off or cut out a portion of the frozen garlic and put it directly into the pan or pot without thawing. It's quick and convenient while keeping the aroma intact. This method is especially convenient for busy people, helping save time on daily preparation and always having fresh garlic ready to use for stir-frying, braising, cooking soups, or making dipping sauces. Method 3. Pickling garlic with vinegar. For those who love eating garlic, try this vinegar pickling method. It's guaranteed to taste great with any dish. First, choose garlic bulbs with firm, evenly sized cloves. Then separate each clove, making sure to remove any that are spoiled, soft, or moldy. After that, peel the skins completely. Here, I'll share a very easy and quick way to peel garlic, which is by soaking the garlic in water. Prepare a clean bowl of water and soak the separated garlic cloves in it for about 1 hour so the outer skin softens, making it easier to peel. Where are you watching from in the world? And how has your day been so far? Let's explore some simple tips that can really make your life easier. And hey, before we begin, make sure to hit the follow button. Videos like this can sometimes be hidden from your feed, and you might not find this channel again. Don't miss out. Next, the garlic needs to be prepped. For large cloves, cut them in half so the seasonings can soak in more evenly when pickled. After finishing the preparation, take a glass jar with a tight lid and arrange the garlic neatly inside. Be sure the jar is cleaned and dried before putting the garlic in. Now prepare the pickling solution. First, add 1 tablespoon of salt and 1 tablespoon of sugar into a bowl to balance the taste. Then pour in about 10 ounces of vinegar. Vinegar helps the garlic stay white for a long time, preventing it from turning green or dark. Next, add about 3.5 ounces of boiled water that has cooled, stir the mixture thoroughly, then pour it into the jar of garlic. To enhance the spicy flavor, a few slices of fresh chili can be added. Remember to keep the liquid covering the garlic completely, both to prevent air from getting in and to help the garlic absorb the seasoning better. After that, close the lid tightly and shake the jar gently so the seasonings blend evenly. Store the jar of garlic in a cool place, away from direct sunlight, to keep the color beautiful and the flavor lasting longer. After about 7 to 10 days, the garlic will be fully seasoned and ready to use. When enjoyed, there will be the mild sourness of vinegar, a slight sweetness from sugar, combined with the natural pungency of garlic. Especially if kept longer, the flavor will become richer and more delicious. With this method, pickled garlic can be preserved for a whole year while still maintaining its crispness, distinctive aroma, and nutritional value. Method 4. Drying garlic. Garlic can also be preserved by drying it, which makes it very convenient to use over time. First, select fresh, firm bulbs that are not moldy. Peel off the outer skins, and if needed, rinse quickly under running water to remove any dirt, then let them dry completely. Next, slice the garlic into thin pieces about 1 to 2 millimeters thick. The thinner the slices, the faster and more evenly they will dry, while still keeping their distinctive aroma. Garlic contains many nutrients that can help improve heart health and support the reduction of blood pressure and cholesterol when eaten daily. So with this method, it's a good idea to prepare a larger amount to keep on hand. Arrange the garlic slices on a bamboo tray or a clean baking sheet, spreading them evenly so they don't overlap. Dry them in the oven at a temperature of 104 to 140 degrees Fahrenheit for 8 hours. When the slices become crispy, turn white or light yellow, and no longer have moisture, that means they are ready. Put the dried garlic into a glass jar or an airtight container and store it in a dry, cool place away from direct sunlight. To extend the storage time, the jar can be kept in the refrigerator. With this method, garlic can maintain its quality and flavor for 6 months to 1 year. Dried garlic is very convenient. It can be used directly in stir-fries, soups, or stews, or ground into garlic powder for marinating meat and seafood. It's not only practical, but also enhances dishes with that distinctive aroma. Isn't that wonderful? So we have now explored 4 simple yet highly effective ways to preserve garlic, from pickling in vinegar, storing in oil, drying, to chopping and freezing. Which method impressed you the most? Leave a comment below and let me know. Each method helps garlic keep its flavor, nutrition, and longer shelf life, fitting different cooking needs. Garlic is not only a familiar spice, but also a natural medicine that helps boost immunity, prevent colds, and protect the health of the whole family. That's why it's important to choose one or several storage methods that work best, so there is always fresh garlic ready in the kitchen. If you found these tips helpful, don't forget to hit like, share them with friends and loved ones, and subscribe to the channel to discover even more great tips that make cooking and caring for your family easier and more enjoyable every day.